Hello, everyone. I'd like to talk today to you about spirituality. It's a very misunderstood topic because I think the people that talk about spirituality don't really understand it. It's very vague. I've tried to have discussions with people that claim to be spiritual, and they really are vague, and they try to tell me you need to understand it yourself. You need to experience it, uh, where they sort of describe what they feel, but it's almost undescribable to me. They have to tell me I have to experience it. So, really, what they say, it's an experience and it's nothing you can actually describe. Which any normal, rational person has to say is probably not true. If it's only a feeling, but it can't be intellectually understood, at that point, we have to be skeptical of the entire idea, as opposed to Christianity. Christianity is not uh, in your mind. It's not something that you feel. It's something that's outside of yourself that explains reality, where spirituality can't be explained in the spiritual world or in this world. But God, Christianity, is personal. It touches reality. It intertwines with reality. It explains it. Um, it gives you rules on how you should operate. It tells us that God, in the spirit of God, in the spiritual world of God, is the one that created this world, and we're all going to go back to that world. We originally came from that world, and we're going back to that world. We're not in that world, we're here, and we can't really get there without dying. But the spiritual people will meditate, will close their eyes, and in their mind that think that they actually went to that world, had contact with that world. And first of all, they can't prove it. We can't prove that it's fake. And pretty much that's the boundary of it. And the only way spiritual people say that we can understand it is we have to experience it. I'm thinking more and more, for the majority, not to say that there isn't a spiritual world, there's not demons and devil and God and angels. I believe that those worlds exist, and we can discuss that in the future, why I believe that exists. But I haven't experienced them the way spiritual people say they've experienced them, where they actually went there with their mind, or their spirit went there and made a connection and communication. And it looks like to me that if they meditate long enough, their own mind, maybe subconsciously, will start drifting and start seeing things, which isn't reality. It's more of a thought, and that thought could be so strong that they think it's real. But I haven't had a opportunity to talk to enough spiritual people to have that discussion of how do you know it's real? How does it intertwine with reality? The ones that I've talked to have said that they can contact the spiritual world and they'll tell them what's happening in this world, which really doesn't make sense to me. If you're in this world, you already know what's happening. Some of them say we can tell the future, but none of them, if I question them and say, all right, tell me the future, tell me lottery numbers, tell me things that could prove that, yeah, you actually have contact with that world, I haven't met any that will actually perform these tests and successfully to prove to me that yes, they are actually contacting that world. Now, I believe that there is a spiritual world. I believe there's demons and angels, God and devil. I believe that that world definitely exists, and it looks like it can contact this world. But not everybody says that they've talked to the spirit means it's true. I think it can happen. I think there is contact, but mostly it's going to be satanic, demonic. It's not going to be something that you want to experience, because nothing good comes from the evil side. And God, he already performed his miracles. He already did what he had to do. I don't think God is going to be sending angels to us now and communicating. He already did that with Jesus and the disciples, and now he doesn't need to do it anymore. We already have the proof. Now we just have to make a decision. So I encourage everyone that's Christian to talk to people in the spiritual realm, because I'm sure more and more people are getting into that thought because they want to get into a religion, or they think that there is a God, but they want to make the God the way they want. They say it's not our God. So I encourage everyone to talk to spiritual people, have the conversation, and see where it leads. But I warn you, it's probably not going to go anywhere, because the ones I've talked to, it's been a circle, and at the end of the circle, they said I have to experience it. They couldn't really tell me too much, but I encourage everybody to at least have the conversation. Thanks again.